Trail talk time. Out on another gorgeous trail. Beautiful sunny day. Feeling great. I wanted to talk about dreams today. Dreaming and lucid dreaming as well. It's one of my favorite topics. Dreams are so interesting to me. I really think that dreams are more important than some people may think. You know, they really give us these insights into our subconscious mind. And I think they're really showing us things that can be very helpful for us. There are many symbols and things that are very common in a lot of people's dreams. Definitely one that's very common is being chased by something or someone. And I think this is really sort of obvious what it means. And I think it's symbolizing that we're running away from something or we're afraid of something. And we have some type of fear in our life that we need to face. And there's a lot of people, including myself, who have had this dream where something is following you or chasing you. Like I had a dream where this giant black snake was following behind me, and it was symbolizing, I really think, death as a main fear that we all have that stems from our ego, you know, being afraid of death. And in this dream, I was lucid dreaming, and I felt it following me, and I turned around, and it just stopped and looked at me, and I just looked it right in the eyes. I gave it this look like, I'm not afraid of you anymore. And it just looked for a second, and I just gave it this piercing look, and it just went psh, and slithered away, took off in the way that it was coming from. And I continued on my path, and the whole dream was very symbolic about dealing with death and coming to terms with my grandma passing away. And it was a beautiful dream that really helped me to deal with it and to look at death in a brighter way. And it took a weight off of my shoulders. You know, I feel like it was really needed for me to see all of these symbols. And dreams can show us so many different symbols, and they're always up for different interpretation. You know, I've never really studied a whole lot about actual interpretations of symbols, but I always, when I remember my dreams, I write them down, which is a very good way to start remembering your dreams. Whatever you can remember, as soon as you get up, try and remember anything that you can and write down whatever you remember. And this will start to train your mind to remember your dreams more. And I just basically find my own meaning behind all the symbols. And a lot of times we can see things that we've been like watching or dealing with in the past, like right before we went to bed or that day or the little while before. Those things will come up a lot in our dreams. So it's important to be mindful about, especially like TV shows and things that we're watching and everything before we're going to bed, because it can really affect our dreams and thus affect our subconscious mind. You know, they say dreams are like this kind of window into your subconscious mind. You get a glimpse at all of these things that are going on within you, and they're really showing you something that you need to see, that you need to look at. And another common dream symbol is feeling like you're stuck, like you're in this mud or something and you can't move. And once again, it's a very simple symbol, I think. It's showing you might feel stuck in life, right? You might feel like you're not living the way that you want, and you might feel a bit powerless. I think many of us have felt this at times, and so this can be a symbol that comes up in your dreams that's showing that feeling of being stuck. And then there's the opposite side of really flying in your dreams, which I've had a lot. That seems to be what I always want to do in my dreams, is fly around like crazy. And this really seems like a positive thing in a lot of ways, right? Like it seems like you're just taking off in life and you're heading in a good direction. You're heading upward, right? You're really you're soaring, right? You're absolutely soaring. And always after those types of dreams, I feel amazing when I get up. You know, it's just so exhilarating. And another common one is when we're naked in our dream, right? We feel exposed. And once again, it's showing us that we might be afraid to expose certain aspects of us in life. And we might be feeling some type of shame or guilt in our life, like we don't want people to find out something about us, or we have certain parts that we're maybe ashamed of. And so it might be showing us that it's time to start accepting and loving all of those parts of us that we might feel shame about, and start to really embrace all of those parts of us again. And there are so many other types of symbols and stuff, but I really want to start getting into like some practical ways, especially with lucid dreaming, because it's such an empowering thing to be able to control your dreams and start to, you know, have experiences that you want in your dream life. So some ways that have helped me, if you're not familiar with lucid dreaming, it's pretty much just that, like becoming aware that you are dreaming in your dreams, and then all of a sudden everything becomes conscious and you can start to create what you want. And ways that have helped me are doing these little dream checks throughout the day. So a good one is like looking at your hand, right? And studying your hand and counting your fingers, either one hand or two, so you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And doing this as often as you can throughout the day, you'll start to build up this muscle memory of doing dream checks throughout your day. And eventually, hopefully, you'll get to a point where you're doing them in your dreams, and then you'll realize something is different, because everything's different and weird in the dream world, in the astral planes. These are higher dimensions where the physics of the reality are a lot different. So your hand might look weird, right? I've had many dreams like that where I'll do a dream check and my hand will be weird, my hand will be wavy, or my fingers are all fat and like sausagey, and some people experience different numbers of fingers and stuff. I haven't had that one personally, but I'll know because my hands look different. And all of a sudden it's like, boom, oh, I'm dreaming. And it becomes so exciting, right? And I've had dreams where I get so excited that I know I'm dreaming that I actually wake myself up, which can happen when you're first learning, until you learn to just take it. It's okay to be excited, but don't get overexcited, right? Realize you're dreaming and then start to boom, get into whatever you want to get into. And it all comes with practice. As you begin to explore the astral realms, then you become more familiar with how to maneuver in them and how to create the scenarios that you want. And one time my supervisor at work told me a tip about if you realize you're dreaming, to spin around in a circle, and you can transport yourself to somewhere new. And I actually tried it that weekend. I happened to have a lucid dream, and I spun around and I transported myself, and it was really amazing. It really works. Or you can like go to a door or something and go through this door and open up to a new world. So you can like imagine what you want to see behind a door and just kind of create it and go there. So this can be very empowering. You know, a lot of people who have mastered the art of lucid dreaming are able to like use it to practice things that they want to get better at in this world, in this life, in the physical life, whether it be like a sport or something, or you know, any type of skill that you want to master. If you practice it in this dream state, your brain is actually feeling like and reacting as if you're doing it in the physical world. It doesn't feel the difference, which they kind of allude to in the Matrix, how when he's getting hurt when he's plugged in, his actual body is getting hurt. And it's sort of similar. You know, our brain really thinks that it's going through these experiences, and so it's actually being built into like our muscle memory kind of thing, and we can actually feel like we're improving at whatever we've been practicing. And beyond that, it's like we can tap into, you know, the spirit realm and different your spirit guides and angels and, you know, higher dimensional beings which have so much wisdom to share with us. And this is so empowering to be able to tap into this higher intelligence that's available to us in these higher dimensions. And even like tapping into your ancestors or ones that we've lost who have passed away, we can actually communicate with them if we're able to tap into them and connect with them, and maybe resolve certain issues that we have, you know, in dealing with that loss. And it can be such a beautiful thing to really feel a sense of closure in those terms. And there are so many benefits. I mean, I always feel so empowered after I've had a lucid dream, just knowing that there's so much more to life than just this physical aspect, just this one dimension. We really are multi-dimensional beings, and we have the power to consciously create in these higher dimensions, and it can start to bleed into this reality and empower us in so many ways. You know, just to realize that, just to experience that that connection with your higher aspect. And yeah, another good technique is like the light switch technique. You can flip on and off a light switch throughout the day and check and see and just notice, okay, the light is working. And when you do this in the dream world, which I've done a few times as well, the lights won't work, because once again the physics are all different. You know, electricity and stuff, it doesn't work the same in the dream realms. And once again, you'll know right away something is different, right? And it's a good practice to, like, you know, obviously as often as possible. I've heard like every 2 hours, like do a dream check or something. But obviously the more often that you do these dream checks, the better. But if you feel something strange happening like in your life, it's a good time to do a dream check then, because then it'll start to become easier when you notice weird things in your dreams. All of a sudden you'll do a dream check and you'll be able to become lucid right then and there. And it's so amazing, You know, like I said, I always just want to like fly around and have a lot of fun in my dreams, but sometimes they get pretty deep and I start to explore different things that I guess I really need to look at in my life. But yeah, dreams are so fascinating to me, and so I just wanted to share a few techniques. I've spoken in my video about the pineal gland, about certain ways to actually like help your dreams become more clear and vivid, because it has a lot to do with your pineal gland, right? It's releasing DMT, and that's what's giving you the visuals of your dreams and allowing all of that to take place. So I mean, you can go back and check out that video, but it has a lot to do with like healthy eating, like healthy habits, and really clearing out and cleansing that pineal gland so it's not so calcified. So whatever you can do to decalcify it, you know, clean water and healthy plant-based foods, meditation and visualization, turning off the lights, getting the lights down at night so that you can start to generate that melatonin. And this is going to help you get a better sleep anyways, but that melatonin is then converted into DMT, and that's going to really help give you those vivid dreams and make them more memorable. So yeah, I hope this was enjoyable. I hope it was helpful. I'd love to hear any comments if people have some cool dream experiences or any questions that people have, and love to just connect about it because it's such an interesting topic to me. But yeah, that's it for today. Hope everyone has a beautiful day. Peace and limitless love. Oh, I actually wanted to add one more thing. It's very helpful to really set your intention, especially before you're going to sleep, right? Set your intention in your mind and tell yourself, I am going to dream tonight. Or if you want to lucid dream, I'm going to lucid dream tonight. You know, you can say it over and over again to yourself like a mantra as you're falling asleep. I will lucid dream, I will lucid dream. And this will really set that firm intention in your mind. And our intention can do so much, right? A lot of things, most things, like everything that we do consciously, we set an intention to do it, and that really helps to start guiding our energy towards it. And so just saying that over and over again to yourself before you go to sleep is going to help bring it about. And so that's another key, is setting that intention. I'm going to dream, I'm going to lucid dream, I will remember my dreams when I wake up. And whatever you want to dream about, you can set that intention. I'm going to dream about this or that. And another good technique for lucid dreaming is to after you go to sleep, setting an alarm after like 2 or 4 or 6 hours, and get up and just lie in bed and try and keep your mind a little bit active, but allow your body to relax. And this will keep you more conscious as you're actually falling into that dream state, because you're in that kind of in-between state. You've gotten up, you're still tired, but you've woken your mind up, and so you have a more conscious state. And this can help you to remain more conscious as you're actually falling asleep, and so you'll actually be more receptive and notice that you're in a dream state as you start to dream now, and it becomes a lot easier to become lucid. And I find that I do lucid dream a lot more when I wake up in the middle of the night. I'll be up for a while, usually just to go to the washroom or something, and then when you fall back asleep, that's when lucid dreaming can really happen a lot easier. So yeah, I just wanted to add those other quick keys for you guys. Have a beautiful day. Peace and limitless love.